Would you please join me and rise for the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As a friendly reminder, masks must be worn at all times during tonight's ceremony. We appreciate your cooperation. Now I would like to introduce, to get things started, Assistant Principal Dr. Julie Smith to give you an overview of tonight's event. Please welcome Dr. Smith to the podium.
It is difficult to be a student athlete. I'm a student athlete, I'm raised as a student athlete. So the things that are required of you are a little bit above and beyond what a normal student is. And not only have you guys been successful, you've been successful in the midst of a pandemic. I mean, how crazy is that? Give yourselves a hand for that. Unfortunately, our principal, Mr. Cole, could not be here tonight. He had district obligations, but I know I speak for him as well. Thank you, everybody, for all of your patience, for the protocols, and just being there and being a wonderful representation of Mojave. Tonight, we will be presenting special team awards for each sport. Most Improved, our Rattler Award, our MVP, and our Athlete of the Season. And I know there's nobody out there that's interested in the Athlete of the Season or anything. Nobody? Alright. You'll then join your individual teams in a smaller group setting, and you will celebrate everyone in your program. Okay, so welcome, and please enjoy your evening.
We will now begin with the presentation of the Sports Team Awards. Each coach was asked to select student athletes for the Most Improved Award, the Rattler Award, and the Most Valuable Player Award. Please welcome Coach Matthews, who will be presenting the awards for boys and girls cross country.
Hey, good evening. I'm Ms. Matthews. Coach cross country here together this year. Our Rattler Award goes to a student athlete who's actually not here tonight, but a great kid who came out cross country for the first season, worked hard, Montserrat Hernandez. And our women's MVP is a fourth year, she's a senior. Of course, last year COVID, she wasn't able to compete, but she came out. We got a really young team, and she was my only returner, my senior, a great leader, really set the tone to rebuild this program, and I'm so proud of her. She qualified for the state championship and had some big PRs this year. Emily Ulmer. Never ran anything before. He would walk a little bit in the beginning, to be honest, but he started believing in himself, and kind of some big improvements, over about 3-minute PR, which is pretty big when you're running 3 miles. So I look forward to having him out for track and field and hopefully cross country again. Omarion Rankin.
Congratulations, cross country. Next up, Coach Pacheco will be presenting the awards for the ball.
First of all, on behalf of the football coaching staff, we just want to thank parents. Without you guys, nothing is possible. So we go by an adage: it takes a village to raise a family. And to raise these kids especially. So we thank you guys for all your hard work. We're doing our part. We're giving our 110% as educators and coaches here at Mojave. So we thank you guys for your support. And for our student athletes, congratulations on a great season. The best is yet to come from football. We set the foundation of culture, and we can't wait. We can't wait for the years to come. Without further ado, we're going to start with
good evening. For this year's 2021 Most Improved Varsity Football Player, young man who came to us over the summer with nothing but a great attitude. Yes, coach, no coach. Did everything we asked of him. First couple of weeks of the season, we found out that this was his first year playing football. He was able to start on the varsity level the first couple of games. Whether we asked him to play varsity or JV, he came with a great attitude every single day. He worked throughout the season, and we're looking for big things for this young man. The varsity football most improved athlete is Anthony Riggs. On his way. This thing.
How y'all doing tonight? It's a blessing to stand here and have the opportunity to present an award to a young man that, kids always joke about, and coach, this kid look like you, and to be your son. Well, I'm happy to present the Rattler Award to my son, Mr. Chris Williams.
We love the just kind of the overall message of this is somebody who is going to provide a program that this is somebody that we can build on, a foundation of peace for us, somebody who we can look to as an example for everybody else. This person leads in so many different ways, in the classroom, on the field, things that we do off the field. So grateful to present this to Dante.
Most valuable player for the 2021 football season. First of all, he's academically, he was a scholar for quarter one. He had a 3.75 GPA, took care of business in the classroom. He also got second team offensive tackle honors for the 4A Sky Conference. Better yet, he was our quintessential team captain, led by example, did everything right. There's good things that's happening for him in the future with college opportunities, and it was a pleasure to coach him. Out of all 18 years of my coaching so far, this is one of the players that I will remember. Just he epitomizes what we envision a student athlete to be here at Mojave High School, and that's Joshua Rudisill.
Congratulations, football. Next up, we will have Coach Cisneros presenting the awards for girls golf.
Hello, everybody. I'm gonna beat that, but I'll try my best. So I'm gonna give you just a brief summary of the season. We do have a golf team. We'll show some love. Appreciate that. To sum up the 2021 girls golf season, it was a roller coaster ride. Coming into the season, I had no returners. I needed to start from scratch, which wasn't ideal. First, I was able to overcome that and have some fun and success this season. So next to our award, this will be our MVP. Unfortunately, she's not here, so if you see her always, congratulations. So this comes from the heart. This young lady was a joy and a pleasure to have this season. She demonstrated a good work ethic on and off the course. It was a pleasure to see her grow throughout the season, making strides as well as having fun. The MVP for girls golf season is Taylor Turner. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Next up, Coach Goki will be presenting the awards for girls soccer.
Our MVP for the 2021-2022 season, she's played varsity all 4 years. We're going to be absolutely lost without her next year. I'm going to be absolutely lost without her next year. She doesn't officially know this yet, but she also won the 3A Desert League Keeper of the Year for all of the schools in 3A Desert.
Congratulations, girls soccer. Next up, Coach Serrano will be presenting the awards for boys soccer.
Hello everybody. Thank you guys for coming out. I just want to give a shout out to my boys. If you guys don't know, this is by far the most successful program we've had, making state semifinals.
It wouldn't be
without them, they set the foundation for moving forward. And he's currently not here, but my most improved player of the year is Herman Perez. For what can I say? I've known him since he was a freshman. I've seen him grow up. He's like my little brother, and it's been a pleasure to see him develop the way he has. And the rather word was Sergio Gonzalez. Also, a little note, he won Defensive Player of the Year. And last but not least, my MVP. The MVP for the team. He lived on his back, he died by his back. The moments of magic that he produced for us to carry us as far as we did was phenomenal. And I can't wait to see him develop more. And my MVP is Joshua Barahona. Congratulations, boys soccer. Next up, we will have Coach Addison presenting the awards for the tennis team. Please welcome Coach Addison.
Thank you. You hear me? Hopefully you hear me better than you hear me at the football game. Okay, women's tennis and boys tennis. This season was basically a rebuilding season for us, and I was so proud of all of our players that we had. Three men, 3 women out there playing. Next year we're going to have probably twice as many playing tennis. All right, so women's tennis, most improved. This tennis player, this was her first year playing tennis. Basically, we had 4 tennis players out of 6 this was their first year. So our most improved player for the women's tennis is Melanie Katz. Our next award for the women's tennis team is a player that has been playing tennis for quite a number of years. And even though she's a freshman, I relied on her to help the other players with bringing their skills up to a higher level than what they started out at the beginning of the season. Trinity Koshan, come on up here. You get the Rattler Award. my most valuable player on the women's tennis team. If we had had a season last year or previously during COVID, then she probably would have been a whole lot better this year. But her level of play went from here up to here throughout the season. By the end of the season, she was an incredible tennis player. So, Asia, come on up here. All right, boys, men. I should call you men. Most improved, another player that this was his first season playing, and he went from never playing tennis to by the end of the season, he was holding his own against all the other players that he played against. Come on up here, Erwin. Another first-year tennis player, and I have high expectations for this player. So hopefully he'll come back next year and play, and maybe recruit a couple of his friends to play also. Rattler Award is given to Jaden Dodsky. All right, last but not least, our most valuable player for the men's team, another first-year player, and he went from starting out at the beginning of the season. We had to teach him a lot about tennis, and by the end of the season, he was doing incredible. So Xavier Albert is our most valuable player.
Congratulations, boys and girls tennis. Last but not least, please welcome Coach Engel, who will be presenting the award for girls volleyball.
Recap of our season. We were rebuilding this year, and let me tell you, from top to bottom, we are getting stronger, and I expect to put up another one of those banners for our girls in about 2 years, maybe even next year. We work hard on it, ladies. Our first award tonight is going to be our most improved, and I'm going to let Coach Wright talk about her.
This girl, she came in this summer, when I came in, the first 2 months, she's been fast, she's been sick. She really was just tall, you know, but great fundamental. I love her all talent, my girls, I love them all. But by the end of the season, by the time Coach Eagle came back from vacation, he wanted to cut her, he couldn't cut her, because she got so much better. She knew how to set, she could pass. At the end of the season, I actually moved her opposite, and she was killing them all. She's not here right now, but I wish she was, so she could hear this pumped up crowd these girls can give for her. Her name is Krishawn Miles.
Our second award is going to be our Rattler Award, and Coach Darrell will do the honors.
All right, my name is Daryl Great. How y'all doing tonight? You look so beautiful. Now, this award right here, the Rattler Award, somebody who, I mean, obviously defines what it is to be a rattler, you know, hardworking, self-driven, things like that. you know, it wasn't an issue deciding who would get this award because when you think of a rapper, you think of a good person. When you think of a rapper, you think of a good teammate. When you think of a rapper, you think of a great leader. And when you put all three of those things together, you get Mia Anderson. And she doesn't even go here. She does not go here, people.
And for this year's MVP award, voted on by the coaches, and I also agree with the final decision based on what the input they gave me. It was a hard decision because all our girls did above and beyond. We went all summer long, and this young lady's been with me for a few years. I'm gonna hate to lose her. I would love to see what she could do in her junior year, but her senior year she was pretty special for us, and she was also one of our leaders. Deep down inside, she's got a bright future, and her name is Paula Moore.
Please give all of these outstanding athletes another round of applause. Now, it's time to celebrate others who play an important role in the team. Coaches, please stand, coaches. Thank you, coaches. We want to thank all the coaches, head, assistant, volunteer, for all of your time and effort to make Mojave's athletes successful. It is often a thankless job. So, ladies and gentlemen and athletes, let's show our appreciation for all of our coaches. The Academic Excellence Award. Let me say that again. The Academic Excellence Award is given to students who have earned a 3.5 grade point average or higher for the most recent completed semester. These students have done an outstanding job of managing their time between sports and academics. Dr. Smith and Ms. Davis will present the Academic Excellence Awards. As I call your names, please join us here at the podium. For varsity football, Joshua Rudisil and Michael Rusin. For JV football, we want to welcome Caleb Asato, Blessing Corbin, Joshua Estrada, Diari Jones, and Giovanni White. For varsity girls soccer, Donica Oliveira. For JV girls soccer, Scarlett Herrera and Eileen Pena. For varsity boys soccer, George Chavez, Alexis Gonzalez, and Andrew Pena. For JV boys soccer, Jesus Alvarez, Eduardo Diaz, Ramsey Heng, and Anthony Pena. For JV Girls Volleyball, Myrna Pavella, Tree Jones, Amaya Mendoza, and Shamajane Taylor. For Varsity Girls Volleyball, Nia Anderson, Amanda Houston, Tiffany Bowler, and Josiah Travis. For Girls Cross Country, Emily Omer. For all these amazing students who have achieved excellence in academics, one more round of applause. Athletes, please remain standing, don't go anywhere. When I call your name, please step forward. George Chavez, Danica Olivera, Andrew Pena, Nia Anderson, Amanda Houston, Josiah Travis, Emily Omer, and Xavier Albert. In addition to Mojave's recognition of these fine student athletes, the Nevada Interscholastic Activities Association would also like to recognize these varsity athletes for achieving a perfect 4.0 GPA. As our amazing Academic Excellence Award recipients take their seats, please give them all one final and huge round of applause. And now to present the Athlete of the Season Award, here is our Athletic Director. Please welcome Ms. Shanoa Davis.
So much for being here. Before we get on to the Athlete of the Season, I would be remiss to not additionally point out, because I don't know if Coach Serrano, if you all heard Coach Serrano when he was talking about boys soccer, they made school history. They made it farther than any boys soccer team has ever made it in Mojave school history by making it to that semifinal game. What a game it was. That is an amazing team and an amazing accomplishment, and I just don't think we really hit the So the Athlete of the Season is a really special award. We would do one in the fall, the winter, and the spring. It is all of the team's MVPs, and what we do as coaches and as an athletic department is we get together and each coach presents their MVP and why they believe their MVP should be considered Athlete of the Season. There are a number of factors that are involved, part of the discussion: academics, multi-sport participation, a lot of different factors that go into this, and then it's voted on. And it was a close vote, and it usually is because we have some really amazing athletes, and it's always a really interesting debate that goes on in that room, and the results are kept secret until tonight. So, without further ado, if I could get all of tonight's MVPs, Omarion Ranches, Joshua Rudisil, Joshua Barahana, Xavier Albert, Emily Omer, Haley Turner, Alex Padilla, Asia Sanders, and Paula Marie, please come down. Come on over here to the front. Come on. Don't be shy. There we go. I'm a firm believer in ladies first. So this year's 21-22 Fall Athlete of the Season goes to Alex Padilla.